And welcome to another episode of Andy Robinson RC. Thanks very much for tuning in today and checking out the channel and this episode. Okay then, so what have we got here? Well, as most of you will know, we've got another classic Tamiya buggy from the late 80s. This is a Tamiya Madcap. This was kit 58082 and was released at the very end of 1989. Almost at the end of November, literally. So, yeah, we've got this classic buggy. Now, what I've been doing recently is, while I've been looking for stuff, if I've come across something that I've thought, oh, I'd like to get on the channel, I've sort of tried and snapped it up, as I've done with a few other things recently. We had the Bearhawk in, the Schumacher Fireblade Evo, so I've been trying to get a few things in that I can just maybe put away. No rush to do them as such, but they can be put away and hopefully they'll get either restored or resto modded, recommissioned, that sort of thing. So anyway, here we go. We have got the Madcap. Now this one is yet to be re-released by Tamiya. Will it happen? Not sure. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, I don't know. Tamiya re-released the Super Astute, so it's very unlikely that they'll bring out either the Astute or this out again. We'll see, we'll just have to see. Madcap's got a good following. It is basically the basic budget version of the Astute, but generally, apart from obviously every car has its sweet spots, it was a bit more robust and reliable than the Astute, although it did share the same gearbox. Right, okay then, so we'll have a bit more of a look at this, and I'll give you sort of some idea what I might be doing with it. Right, so yeah, I picked this up recently. I think it was, I can't remember if it was an eBay or Marketplace find. I think it was eBay. And generally, on the whole, it's in good condition. So, I mean, as you can see from here, if I tilt this up for you, you can see we have got, well, it's got new tyres on the rear, but they are the incorrect ones. We've got oval blocks on. It does have the correct original front tyres. Now, these are really hard to get hold of, especially in new condition. They are not terrible. The middle of the spike, middle spike is worn away, but the outside edges ones aren't too bad. So that's quite cool. And I say we've got incorrect wheels. Okay, we've got a, well, I don't mind the fluorescent yellow, but it doesn't really go with the red for me. But yeah, I think either way we will do away with this body, and we'll probably put another body on it. Now, I might even go down the route and do a Saint Dragon yet. I'm not sure, and then I can have a two-wheel drive Saint Dragon to match my four-wheel drive Saint Dragon. We will see. I've not decided. Another reason for that thinking is this basically, I'm going to pick this up now. You can see it. There it is. Here, this came with chassis damage. As you can see, oh dear, look at that. I mean, it is a weak spot, this, but unfortunately this is damaged. Now, of course, the chassis is one of the big main components for this. And, you know, I mean, getting a mint new one is going to be pretty difficult. I mean, however, I have sourced a replacement one for this from a bloke called Simon. Sorry, I can't remember your second name in a minute, but I will put a thank you in this video description. Anyway, we struck a deal, and basically I put feelers out on one of the Facebook Astute Madcap group pages, and Simon got back to me and said he had a spare chassis. Now, overall, it's not as clean as that one, but there is no damage to it. So, for now, at least, that will go onto this, and it makes it so we've got a complete rolling chassis that's usable. So that's all good. Also, as well, it's not just the chassis tub, it comes with a front end and a rear end minus the gearbox, and it has the red friction shocks on, so I am thinking that it might have been from a Saint Dragon originally, which is cool. So that hence me possibly thinking about going down the Saint Dragon route. We'll see. Nothing is confirmed yet. So anyway, just flip that off. Now again, if you can see this properly, on the whole, apart from that chassis split, I don't think this had an overly heavy amount of use. Even the front bumper, which are nigh impossible to get hold of, is in pretty good nick. There's not loads of scratching to it, so yeah, I mean, it's not bad at all, that. So yeah, I mean, I need to check the diff out as well. Hopefully that's all right. I mean, if possible, I'd love to either put convert it, put the Super Astute rear TTC gearbox on. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be fairly dear to do that. I don't know yet. I'm probably getting ahead of myself. But I'm sort of looking forward to getting one of these up and running. And now, I did have one, well, it was before I started the channel. That was back 2017. I'd come out of hospital and I was looking for something to toy around with while I was recovering at home, and picked up a Madcap. If only I'd kept it, eh? Anyway, that, I mean, when I say it wasn't as quite a good nick as this, the body was better, but the actual rest of the chassis and everything, and the whole car in general, wasn't as good as this, although we didn't have any brakes on the tub. But yeah, I probably should have kept hold of that, as you do. Anyway, I didn't, and that's the way it goes. So this is my Madcap, and I'm going to look forward to getting this going again at some point. Again, no set time frame for it. However, the Bearhawk is coming along nicely, so hopefully we'll have that ready for you soon. Okay, so there you go. That is the Tamiya Madcap. What else can I tell you? Well, TD2 Astute, I've got my hopper parts arrived for that. So we've got the rear suspension mount, slipper clutch, rear universal drive shafts. I've got the alloy servo stays. I'm sure there was something else as well. But we've got all them. Now I am still waiting on the diff nut to find someone who's got it in stock, and it's proving difficult. So the other option is I might go with the gear diff for it. Yeah, Racing do one, Tamiya do a gear diff that fits another chassis. We'll say XV01, I'm not sure. Anyway, I know that Tony's Tamiya parts have them in, and I might just go down the gear diff route for now. And to be honest, because it's going to be used and raced on carpet, it's probably better having the gear diff in anyway. We will see. So that's an option. So I still haven't built it yet. And as soon as I get the parts I want, that'll be getting built. And also as well, as you know, we've had the CC02 Defender Land Rover to do, and I said I was going to put a vintage Land Rover body on. Now my body for this arrived, I'm trying to pick it up, arrived the other day, and here it is. Now I'm moving it gingerly because it's balanced on here. It's not mounted or anything. It's just propped on here on the chassis. It is so heavy. I didn't realise, and it's a resin body, and it's really heavy. I think I put it on the scales, and it's something like 1,082 kilograms. So a pretty weighty thing. So I think when I come to mount this on here properly, it's probably going to need some stiffer rear springs, but before I try that, I'm just going to put some extra preload collars in just to see if I can put the tension on the spring. Doesn't change the spring rate, but put some extra tension in and see if it'll keep the back end up. If not, it'll be some harder rear springs because there is a lot of weight here in the body. Also, I'm going to pull this off and I can show you better now, but bloody weighty. Anyway, let's put that there. So here it is. So this is based on, well, it could be based on the 1948 to 1950s Series 1 Land Rover body. It would have had a full mesh grille on the front. Later ones changed to a T-grille. So it's the first 3 years of production, basically, and it's an 80-inch model. So yeah, this is going to be done. I'm going to paint it up, get it done. It's going to look like a trialer, basically. That is my goal with it. But I say, around here. I need to get rid of the front windows, side windows, and flip it up, the rear window. If you look under there, there is a lot of material. It's so heavy. So I'm hoping that cutting those windows out, that'll reduce some of it anyway. But for me, to be honest, it's more about having this style of body on the chassis. I'm not expecting, you know, outright performance for it. I'm not competing against any of the crawlers with it as such. I just wanted the latest CC02 chassis with a more retro and vintage Land Rover body on, and here it is. This one came off eBay. There's a guy who sells them. He does other ones as well. He does a Land Rover Discovery, and I've seen a Dodge Charger RT body as well. So that's pretty cool. And I think the guy makes them himself. But yeah, superb anyway. If you're interested, the body was about £48. If I can, I'll try and find a link to put in the description. So there we go. That's where we're up to. Yeah. So, Madcap to redo, adding that to the pile, and we've still got work on this body to get it to fit the CC02 chassis, and we've got the TD2 still to build, and there'll be other stuff as well. Okay, so we're going to leave this video here today. Thanks for checking it out, much appreciated as always. Now, if you haven't already and you want to keep a track of what we're doing, or you want to see our other videos, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button and notification bell. Also, you can find us on Instagram and our Facebook group under Andy Robinson RC. Okay, so that's the end of this one. Cheers for tuning in again. Look after yourselves and take care, and we'll see you all soon. See ya.